You are one hell of a dame, Phoebe.
Thank you. Here we go. $50,000.
This is some piece of work here.
Oh, now, careful, careful. Consider very well the purchasing power of that check. Consider it well, my dear, because you don't really want to be married to a hard-working doctor. What you really want is to be married to a rich, older man who can worship you and really appreciate your unusual, how shall I put it, tantalizing, titillating talents.
Oh, I see. And with $50,000, I could get really gussied up and maybe buy a new car, go on a long vacation to some exotic playground where there's lots of rich older men just waiting for a woman like me to sweep them off their feet, right?
Precisely. Now you've got it. You'll have all the advantages of marriage and none of the headaches.
I see. Well, I got a flash for you. I'm not looking for a sugar daddy. I can take care of myself. Thank you very much. But I do love your grandson. I always have. And I will do anything in my power to make him happy. And that includes being polite to you, Mrs. Wallingford. So even though I have torn your check into teeny tiny pieces, I'm not going to tell you where you can stick it.
My offer still stands.
Get out of here.
Now, when you calm down and come to your senses, perhaps you will want to take advantage of my most magnanimous offer.
You heard me. I said out. You think I'll come crawling back to you? Well, it'll be a cold day in hell.
Witch. Palmer, how many ways do I have to prove myself to you? Now, I have sweated blood to make this thing happen. I have been your loyal ally since day one of this whole deal, and I'm broke.
No loans.
No, you're darn tootin' no loans. I want cash on the barrelhead, just like you promised me. Now, I've got to pay this rent to keep Tad from moving out.
I'm sorry, Opal.
What, would you rather have Tad moving back to the homestead? Is that what you want, to be bombarded day and night with Martin, pro-family, pro-marriage, pro-Dixie propaganda? Boy, they'll be reunited within days, maybe even hours. Now, come on, Palmer, come on, be fair. I kept my mouth shut about Max Vogel, didn't I? I could have just spilled the beans to Dixie just like that, you know.
You have no proof that I was behind any phone call which resulted in my niece finding out that your son is a liar.
One little white lie does not a liar make. And anyway, put Tad aside. What about me? I have been your faithful collaborator, true and honest and loyal. I'm penniless, Palmer. Now, please.
Unfortunately, any exchange of money between us, well, it would be far too risky.
Well, it could be kept entirely hush-hush.
No, too risky.
Cash can't be traced even by Tad. Now, come on, Palmer. I know that you have got a ton of crisp $100 bills in that safe of yours. Now, it's not going to kill you to part with a short stack. Now, come on, just give me a few of them. You know, otherwise, I am going to be forced to join Tad over at the Martins tonight and be on their side, putting all of my energies into reuniting Tad and Dixie. Which would mean that Dixie and her son would not be camping out around here anymore now, would they? It's your choice, PC. Use it or lose it.
Well, that finishes that.
Mm-hmm. All done?
Yep.
When'd you get the lights?
Just as you say.
My goodness.
What on earth is this?
I have no idea. Dixie!
Hi. I know it's late.
Come in, honey. Come in.
I got your message.
Listen, I'll put on some coffee for us.
Oh, no, don't do that. I know you guys are going to bed and it's late and I can't stay. I just wanted to thank you for leaving such a nice message that you still cared.
Darling, we care. I mean, we care very much.
Yes, Dixie. Is there anything that we can do?
No, it's okay. I mean, I'm just trying to sort through all this mess to figure out what's important.
Honey, maybe the most important thing is to put things into perspective.
Well, how?
Well, I think the way to start is just to decide what it is you want.
Well, I can tell you what I don't want, and what I don't want is this marriage without trust.
Well, Dixie, everybody makes mistakes.
Darling, all couples have problems. I mean, it's when the problems start that the real work of marriage begins, and it's very hard work.
That's right. And we've got the scars to prove it.
I really can't picture the two of you ever losing trust in each other.
Well, indeed, it's happened.
Yeah, more than once.
Oh, sweetheart, you and Tad still love each other so very much. You wouldn't be hurting this way if you didn't.
Honey, you do know that Tad has canceled his trip to California.
Yeah, I know.
It's a big step. It's a big step in the right direction. All it takes to make up, honey, is a little determination.
And we know the two of you can do it.
Now, just ask yourself, for the sake of your love, can't you and Tad just work out a compromise?
I've just gone over and over this in my mind since I left. Tad and I have just said horrible things to each other. I mean, these are things so bad, you cannot go back and unsay them.
Honey, I understand, but I also know that when two people love each other, there are very few things so terrible that they can't be fixed.
I don't believe that anymore.
Oh, you can't mean that.
Yes, I do. Look, Tad and I have two totally different points of view. I mean, he's got one, I've got another, and they're a million miles apart.
Dixie, all it takes is a little effort and a little patience.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, I've put so much effort into it. I made the mistake of, in the past, agreeing to something that I never should have, backing down to something that I shouldn't have, and Tad will not back down at all.
Honey, in my heart, I know that there is a way that this can work out.
I don't think so. In fact, my opinion is that Tad is very glad to be rid of me. I think that I was a very big financial burden on him with Junior, and now he's very glad to be rid of that burden.
Now, Dixie, you know that's not quite accurate.
Well, that's what I think. And, you know, I don't want you to worry about staying with Uncle Palmer because he's been very good to me. In fact, he's been wonderful.
What was that?
Like someone's out there.
Excuse me.
Hello? Tad! Tad, come back here! Tad, don't leave! Nuts.
See what I mean? You see what I mean? I mean, I'm here. I love him, but he just leaves. He doesn't want to be around me. He can't stand me.
Darling, we don't know why he was here or why he left.
Oh, I don't believe that.
Dixie, it's not obvious at all. You can't reach a conclusion without talking to Tad first.
I'm sorry. You guys have been so good to me, and it just caused you trouble.
No, that's not true. That's just not true.
Yeah, and you don't have to go.
No, I really have to leave. Maybe if I leave, he'll come back.
Honey, you're the one he should be with.
It hurts too much, Ruth. Look, thank you for everything. I'm sorry. I'll see you soon.
Are you really sure?
Good night.
Dixie.
I hate the idea of her going back to Palmer's. He's going to be feeling so smug.
Opal, too.
I wish we could find a padded cell someplace we could put them both in together.
I told you to keep your back turned.
I'm just scratching an itch. Can I turn around now?
You may.
Oh, Palmer, all I can say is merci beaucoup, arigato, amigo, and thank you very much.
Well, we just put it away, put it away, and don't come whining for more.
Oh, you have been more than bountiful, Palmer, and if I didn't know better, I'd kiss you for it.
Well, thank heaven for small favors.
Oh, Palmer, you know, we have our ups and downs, but basically we understand each other real well.
Yes, I suppose in a peculiar kind of way we do.
Yes, I mean, you have your little picadillos and I have mine, but we mesh. Who knows, Palmer, someday you just might find yourself valuing my friendship.
Well, stranger things have happened. And meanwhile, Dixie could come in here, discover you, and that would just be...
You don't have to show
would
me the gate. I'm on my way out. I'm leaving, you see? Palmer, when love and skill work together, expect a masterpiece. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.